yourself an introvert. Yeah.
Well,
You
this guy.
accidentally cut your hands.
Well, this guy may think he knows how his body fights off infections. There may still be some misconceptions that he believes. And so, over the course of this project, we were led to focus on how to, we were led to focus on clearing up these misconceptions. And so, we began work on our project, which was, wait, what? Did you look wrong? They were right next to each other.
That's okay. Hold on to the suspense.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Okay.
Seriously.
What happened there? What is the long?
That's what we needed.
Yeah.
Okay, so you loaded the wrong one.
No,
No, that's the wrong one too.
this is the one.
You guys have a lot of presentations.
Oh, we only have 2 PowerPoints up here. Is this the wrong USB? Yeah.
It might be I didn't save
Oh no, you didn't save it. Are you the last group?
Yes.
44. Okay. At least we've got time. So. Is that?
Well,
Okay,
it
there you
picks
go.
up right here anyway. So we might as well go with this.
Yes.
Alright. My name is Michael Nelson.
And mine is Steve 1.
Our topic as Group 44, Section 4, is to teach about blood cells through gameplay. As such, our project will be to create a game, or at least a demo of one, by the end of the semester.
And our objective is, as previously stated, is to teach someone how white blood cell works through gameplay.
Our hypothesis is that if we create a game that is engaging enough, the player will be able to learn about concepts of cells through the mechanics, such as the visuals they see and the actions they take. Oh, there we go.
The main gameplay mechanism that the player should pick up on this is in order to consume bacteria as the white blood cell. Yeah. The players who need to gather more white blood cells, this should teach player that white blood cells do not take on bacteria by themselves. And instead of working in groups, this also gives the player a reason to play, as they would find in growing a larger and larger mass of white blood cells.
Another misconception that can be cleared up is through the involvement of red blood cells as objects the player must move around instead of consuming. This will tell the player that while they do exist in the same space as white blood cells, they do not partake in the destruction of bacteria.
Also, we plan a tracking system where you direct our groups of bacteria in the same way as happened in reality, where bacteria release a chemical that white blood cells will use to find them.
Should the gameplay prove engaging enough, it would gain an Oregon Trail kind of effect. Oregon Trail is a monument to teaching through gameplay, as we all fondly remember learning about the old version of our country through it. And it shows that such a game is possible to make, to have fun and to learn through at the same time. However, it is important to note that the game by itself isn't enough, as teacher involvement will be the best way to further cement the ideas presented in the game. Following that statement, some parties that would be interested in such a project would be elementary schools, such as Philip O'Brien Elementary School and Highlands Grove Elementary.
So it could be published through Google Play and app stores, something like that.
And this game being used as a teaching tool is the focus after all, and as such, elementary school grade levels would be the most effective, as that is around the time that students would be learning about cells in their body. And keeping the project local would prove more effective in its first outing as it implemented. Here are our sources.
Okay. All right. Questions.
So, is this going to actually pass through the entire body and intending to actually develop, or are you going to just pick like the heart or like sections of the body?
So far, the primary focus is not a specific part of the body, but more so on the process that the white blood cell goes through to destroy bacteria and other infections. However, we may expand upon scope should we gain enough progress.
So when you actually have that there as a game, is it in a vein? Or is it, how is it going to be visualized that this is actually part of the body and not just little balls of white balls and red balls, right?
Right.
Yeah, it should be like visualized by the kid that, and like your graphic there, where you have that little, thing, and then it goes and then it becomes a vein, right? From that cut there. And then it will now show that, yeah, okay, here I am now in the bloodstream, I'm playing, right?
Yeah, we all have different stages. Basically, before everything is started, they'll try to show the map of the body and turn out like where you are, where this could happen.
Okay, so you will incorporate that. And then the player is actually the white blood cell? Or is that assumed, or he's just navigating and making the white blood cell work the way it should work?
The player will be playing as the white blood cell.
As the white blood cell, okay.
So would you as a white blood cell attack a viral cell in the game?
A viral cell?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's that question, right? And that's what you're supposed to do. And you're gonna simulate like how it phagocytoses, how it engulfs the viruses and how it works based upon the actual white blood cell. Is that,
Yeah. I'm sorry.
yeah? It would be like that,
Are
right?
you-
I would assume.
So are you going to factor in things, so I guess one question is, if I was a young person learning about blood cells, I would probably want to learn how a blood cell dies or a white blood cell gets eradicated, and that might be towards learning proper health, kind
Oh
of.
yeah, that's a good idea, right?
So 200,
Yeah.
like over 250 diseases, major diseases are attributed to oxidation, oxidative stress within the body. But they don't have any way of learning. Like young people generally, and even most people don't even realize that this is a major factor in health. So maybe you could utilize this to help expand that awareness.
Yeah, like incorporate in there how actually the white blood cell can die, like if they're not eating right, or something gets incorporated into the bloodstream. Suddenly there's this,
There's your boss, basically.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yes.
That would be a good thing for little kids to learn.
Yeah, I do
You
think.
involve some cutscenes, something like that, to introduce like the background of the bacteria or how the blood cells works.
And even then, the death of the white blood cell will prove as a good exit point for the game to end.
Sure.
Right, exactly. So that's cool. Any
So,
questions?
Would you start the game with the creation of, on that same line of thinking, with the creation of a white blood cell from?
Yeah, what can we expect at the end of the semester? Where are you going to be?
A demo of one stage, if we are really professional with jobs.
No, so by the end of the semester, are you going to be able to at least have a white blood cell program already, or?
But our current plan is that by the end of the semester, we should have enough there that way you could play the game.
Oh,
You can go around with the
You're
white
gonna be
blood
in
cell,
that
maybe
stage.
consume some bacteria.
I'm just out of curiosity, what engine are you going to use?
what engine?
Unity, Unreal,
Uh,
GameMaker?
personally, I prefer Adobe Flash because it's easy to use and it's really stable. But actually, it's old, but it works.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I don't know anything about that anymore. All right, so that was okay? Okay. No questions? No more? All right, thank you very much.